morning, friends. Welcome to Gardening with Creekside. Yes, we have another fantastic delivery from our friends at Proven Winners and Pleasant View Gardens. We have got 3 actual different orders on this delivery. We have got plants for the online, for the retail garden center, and then here for our gardens at the nursery. So we're going to pull these off and divide them out amongst what those 3 different orders are. This is going to be one of our bigger orders this week, and then the next one in 2 weeks. I don't know the numbers on it. I'll tell you by the end of the video, but it's going to be a lot of plants on here. We got our the sweet, beautiful little short truck again, and so those are all the tags. What we're doing is we're going to go ahead and put all of these annual liners into the production greenhouse, because that is where the potting machine is. So what Jerry's doing is unloading all of the tags so we can get all of those out. So it is a little bit of all hands on deck right now. So what I'm gonna do is just kind of set the camera up, show you how we're getting everything unloaded so that I can actually be of assistance, as opposed to being on camera and being of no assistance to my people. So we're gonna get these unloaded, get these sorted, and I'll meet you back here in just a few minutes. All right, my friends, so it was I don't say fast and furious, because we were very organized on this unloading. Having to unload the annuals in the new production greenhouse, oh my gosh, so much easier than doing it in the other ones. Having these concrete paths, we were able to take the racks directly off the truck, wheel them into here to the greenhouse, and then organize them and unload them according to the purchase order, right? So we had those 3 orders. There's a lot of plants. If you will remember, 2 weeks ago, we got our order, right? The first order, and that was like a little shy of 11,000 liners. It was 10,900 and something. This order, a little bit bigger. So in this total order, there was 21,600 and something liners. And that's not even all of them, because we also have plants that will go into hanging baskets for the Proven Winner recipes. So I didn't even calculate those in there. So we have got a few plants here in the greenhouse. It is so exciting. They look amazing. The quality of these plants are absolutely gorgeous. We've got them divided here in the greenhouse, right? So the first order, this whole batch right here, this is for the retail greenhouse, right? So the retail sales, this is this order here, and then we come down to another block. This is for the e-commerce, this is online, and then down here on the end, these are the ones for the gardens that I will use both for the signature garden, display gardens at the nursery, and then gardens for the house. So stinking fun. So let me show you some of the ones that we have not talked about thus far, and new ones. We're gonna start down here on the end because it is so great. Now, I was talking to our driver. She left, so today is Tuesday, so Tuesday morning, she left New Hampshire on Sunday. So the plants have been in the truck since Sunday. Obviously, this is going to be a climate controlled truck, right? For now, it's got heat pumping, and during the summertime, maybe they have the air conditioning running, but they were super well watered before they left. They've been in the truck and they look great. There was only like one or two like little liners that I saw might be a little dry. Other than that, I mean, they are just gorgeous. This is the difference of the Proven Winners quality. We have got, I'm not gonna go through every plant, but just to kind of give you a little bit of an idea. So here's one of my all-time favorites. This is the Avovulus. This is the Blew My Mind XL. And we actually have on some of these, there's a little bit of a hint of a flower. Let's see if we can show that to you. You see that little blue? Yes, even in January, we have a little blue flower. So fun. Then of course, the ever popular, this is the Truffula Pink, the Gumfrina. Got those. Of course, all the euphorbias right here. We love all the euphorbias. They're here. Tons of petunias, tons of calibrachoas, loads and loads of those. I personally always love to see when the coleus come off and we group them together, because they look like a little bit of a patchwork quilt, right? I love the Color Blaze series of coleuses because they do sun or shade. They're so stinking easy to do, and they are gorgeous. Have El Brito, the Newly Noir, Wicked Witch, and Apple Brandy. Now, again, this is just the, well, for retail, this would be the second load for retail. Remember, we bring in plants about every 2 weeks at this point, and so we have them going to all the different locations. So if you're local and you're like, oh my gosh, you're not gonna have Lime-Time coleus. No, just wait, it's just not on this order. You're fine. Just calm down, people. I promise, we're gonna take care of you. Let's see some, grasses. Let's talk about grasses. This will be the first round of grasses that we have. I'm gonna try to tiptoe back there. Now the grasses are in what we call a 50 count tray. So literally it means what it says, right? So there are 50 plants per tray, whereas all the other ones right now are gonna be like 82s. So just to kind of show you the difference, because of course with the grass, we like getting them a little bit bigger, but look at that. I'm having to stretch. This is Skyrocket. I love me some Skyrocket. But you can see what a nice big plug this is. These will go into gallons, right? Now, if it's for e-commerce, obviously they're still gonna be in that grande, but here at the nursery, our grasses, they go in gallons because they're so nice and vigorous. So we have that. Then there is Prince Tut. Prince Tut is such an ever popular one. Let's see if I can, yep, there we go. Prince Tut, the whole Tut family. We have Queen Tut right beside of it, but you can see that has that really fun little tuft on the end. Just a really great, loves the water. Let me put him back in right quick. There we go. So the tuts can actually be a bog plant. So you can put it almost sitting directly in water. Like the more water you give it, the bigger it grows. It is fantastic. Let me tiptoe back over here for a second. Try not to squish our little plants. Now, one of my favorite ones, and this is going to take up some room, right? So you got to have room for this one, is the vertigo grass. Vertigo, looking at it right now, you may think I'm trying to pull your leg, but I'm not. Vertigo is the largest purple fountain grass. It is an annual. All of these are annuals. But vertigo, the reason I say you might think I'm joking, is green right now, right? Once it gets the UV light and in that nice direct sun, it turns deep, deep purple. This thing will get as big as I am by the end of the season. It will get 5 feet plus tall. It is massive and it is gorgeous, but it is an annual. And then we have, let's see if we can tippy-toe down here, the begonias. Love begonias. So we have got the darker ones right here. Those are the Surefire Rose. We have Surefire Red. We've got some of the double ups. We've got double up pink, double up red. Really love the begonias. Now, speaking of begonias, we're going to tiptoe down here to the retail, the online sales and the Selenias. So the Selenia begonias are new to the Proven Winner line this year. Selenias have been on the market for a while, but Proven Winners has just added them to their line. Last year I grew Selenia yellow and I did Selenia apricot. There is a chocolate orange and there is a red. Did not have those last year, but we have red and the chocolate orange here, and the red has some little baby flowers on it. So excited. I might just have to use some of these somewhere. I don't know. Can you see that little tiny flower right there? Look at that. Is that not the most gorgeous shade of red you have ever seen? Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. And then one of my absolute favorite begonias too. I love all the begonias. What can I say? This is the Double Delight Primrose. Now, the Double Delight on the Primroses, and the Double Delight's a series. Primrose is one of my favorites because, I mean, hello, look at that color. I think you can understand why. But if you look, this is going to depend on where you live, but the Double Delight Primroses, they will say like sun to part sun. For me in North Carolina, a zone 8A, when I first did it, I put it out in the full sun. Oh my gosh, it fried, it like melted. It did not do well at all. I moved it, I actually took off, it was in a hay rack on the garden shed, and I was like, ugh. And I was honestly being lazy, I didn't have time to throw it out. So I just unhooked the rack and then I just put it on the side of the shed. In that spot, it got morning sun and afternoon shade, and in about 2 weeks, it absolutely exploded and was stunning. So I was like, So I figured out that's what you have to do to it for me. So it gets some morning sun, filtered sun, but not hot, intense sun. Gorgeous, mounding, trailing, love, love, love it. And then, of course, you can see also here we have, look at all, talk about the patchwork quilt. Look at all that coleus right there. Is that not just fantastic? I adore it. I love it. So we have lots of the Color Blaze coleus. Then we have, of course, the Ipomoea, the sweet potato vine. You've got, of course, the classic green. You've got the red. You've got the dark. We've got it all. And then elephant ears. I love them. This is coffee cups. Coffee cups is such a great, great upright. You can tell that it's so much a fun one because look, it's really upturned. Now these leaves get huge and they will hold water right here. Kind of a sun, part sun area. And again, the more sun you give it, the happier it is. Again, more grasses, petunias and salvias and portulaca and verbenas and oh my, cleome I see down there. So, so fun. Now, we're going to turn our attention over to Jenny's fun collection of plants. And I will say, you know, we talk about this, and I know that we are incredibly blessed that as a gardener, owning our own business. Now granted, it's taken us 18 years to get here to this point, and we've put some blood, sweat, and tears, a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, and a lot of sleepless nights, and a lot of work has gone into this. But one of the great benefits of doing this business and owning this business is that, yes, when it comes to planting my gardens, I get to basically have my pick of plants that I want, and I get to make my wish list, and I get to place the order for whether it's the annuals or the perennials or the shrubs. But we are a business, right? You've got to keep that in mind, that this is a business. Our videos are a business. The nursery is a business. The display gardens are all business. So yes, I mean, this is a business expense for us. Incredibly blessed that I can basically have my pick of plants and say, I want to do this or I want to do that. But I do that because I want to share and give inspiration to you, and to give you ideas, and to let you know what some of the possibilities could be for your gardens, and to do this because yeah, we are incredibly blessed to do what we do, and this is a huge perk that we get to have all of these gorgeous plants. Just to kind of give you an idea. Now, again, these are going to go in display gardens at the nursery, signature garden at the nursery, and the house gardens. So, and I may use, like, for example, this is the Surefire White. We have Surefire White right here, and then Surefire Rose. So some of these may be going into the display gardens, and then some of them may go into the house. So it's not like a whole tray goes into one spot and a whole tray goes into somewhere else. They go both places because there are 82, 84 plants in a tray, like talking about the Double Delight Primrose right here. My double up begonias, I got the red, I've got the rose, I've got the pink, and I've got the white. Love it. So I talk about, I'm a huge fan of the begonias. Well, there you go. There's a nice little selection of begonias right there. The grass, they call it rubrum. It's basically a purple fountain grass. I've got 2 trays of those because we've got some big plans. Going to use those in multiple places. Probably my favorite sweet potato vine is the Bewitched Green with Envy, because it has a really nice, unique leaf to it, and it stays nice and mounded. It does trail and it does spread, but it seems to be a little bit more, in my opinion, controlled, nice mounded habit to it. So that's really fun. Then we've got basil, I've got petunias, I've got tons of, we got pentas and lots of salvia back there. The evolvulus, the blew my mind, it's way back there as well. The lamian, the pink chablis. We've got a lot of petunias because we're going to be doing, of course, tons of petunias both in the signature garden and the various gardens. Coleus, so give you an idea on my main uses of coleus this year. I have got Golden Dreams, which is one of my all-time favorites. Golden Dreams, and then you know I have to have the combination of that lime thyme right here with something dark. This year I'm going back with the Newly Noir instead of the Wicked Witch. So we've got that. Vermillionaire, the Mystic Illusion Dahlia. Nice dark foliage with a beautiful cheery yellow flower. The Bidens, the Campfire Marshmallow, the Cleome, Angelonia, Plum Dandy, Ageratums. Down here we've got 2 trays of the Artist Blue Ageratums. Did those last year, tons of fun. Yeah, and then all the salvia, my friends, tons and tons of salvia. But it is going to be so fun. Now it is a Tuesday, so this is good that we can go ahead and start getting these potted up and getting them planted, because it's going to take a hot minute to do that. Speaking of potting up, Andrew and Cece are working the potting machine, getting the hanging baskets. Now these are the decorative hanging baskets. They are the cocoa lined. I'm trying to see what size they are. This is the 16-inch. So what we will do with these guys is those recipes that we were talking about from Proven Winners that we've got. So Proven Winners, as a grower, they will put combos together. I mean, they have got probably at least 100 different recipes of proven combinations of plants that make great hanging baskets. So you can order that recipe and they will send you those various plants, and then you plant them together in the hanging baskets. We've talked about hanging baskets a lot of times before. We have shown you that process. I'm sure we'll show it to you again. But we offer our hanging baskets in this decorative 16-inch cocoa line, and then also the green basket, the 10-inch basket. And so we will do that as well. So they are running the machine, and right now they're simply filling it up, right? Filling it up, because this will be, when we start potting up, this will be one of the very first things that we do are the hanging baskets, because, and y'all were asking, clearly I forgot to tell you that, I'm sorry, on the last video, you were asking why in the world do we have the potting machine turned in this direction and facing a wall? It's because this is the side that rolls up, so we roll up that side, connect the other conveyors to it, and then it shoots them straight into those other two greenhouses. I forgot to tell you that. I'm sorry. So I'm sure y'all are like, y'all are crazy. Why are you facing it towards a wall? So yesterday when they were doing the 10-inch baskets, everything was nice and opened up, had the aluminum conveyors, and we were shooting them straight into the greenhouse. So that's what we're going to do, is because we've got to fill up those two houses before we start in here. So that's the deal. It is a little chilly this morning. It was in the low 30s, hence why the door is shut. But you can see that Andrew is taking the baskets and making sure that the liners are all facing the right direction and not all whopper-jawed. And then they come across right here. So you can see, and then that Cece will grab them, make sure they come off nice and easy, and take good care of them. But the potting machine just makes a huge difference, that we're not having to sling big old bags full of soil. And then of course they've got it set just perfect so that it brushes off the baskets and everybody is nice and happy and doing really, really well. So they could have the conveyor on, but because all the conveyors are not hooked up, Cece's just moving them by hand, because otherwise this way she can get as many on here and really squeeze them on, because then we have to come back and attach the hangers, which are on there. So just even using just two people right now, it works really well. And to give you a little insight into my husband's brain, they were talking yesterday with Andrew and Cece and all them, and he was like, yeah, you know, now that we got the 10-inch baskets done, now we need to do the cocoa line baskets. And he said, we only have 100 of those to do. And Cece was like, only 100? When you say only 100 and then you get, you know, 21,000 liners, you know, numbers start to mean a little bit of different things around here. So we're going to be just getting everything prepped today and finish up with these hanging baskets. I don't know that they're going to get started potting today. They may, I don't know. And then we will continue this week trying to get everything potted up. And of course, the more efficient you are, the faster things go. But yeah, I mean, everything is rocking and rolling and doing great. It was nice to get these in here. They are stunning plants. I mean, our friends at Proven Winners and Pleasant View Gardens, man, they're rocking. So to all my growers at PVG, thank you so much. Y'all are doing a great job. They look amazing. So cannot wait to get these babies potted up and get to growing. It feels like spring out here. It's really fun. It's like cool, crisp. It was cool. I mean, it was low 30s, but the sun's out, so it makes a huge difference. All right, my friends, that is it for today. We'll see you in the next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.